Hello guys, and welcome to a new episode of The Road to Glory. This is reward day. Rewards haven't come out yet. They come out in about, let's say, 15 minutes. But what I want to talk in this episode is about the new foot swaps that come out tomorrow, and also the new pitch notes that came out today, or last night. First off, the pitch notes that came out last night, they talk about first owner objectives. Now these objectives are done. There were some that were introduced last year, as stated in the pitch notes, and as you remember, these are done with players that you've pack pulled in your club, or you've done through SPCs or objective gained through objectives. Now, as the pitch notes states, there are going to be a lot of first owner objectives throughout the season, and they want to promote a variety of club making and team making, which I think is bullshit. It's not the case. Nobody's going to go into a first owner team because of the objectives and keep that team to play throughout the year. People are just going to try and get first owner players, use them for objectives, and then toss them back in the club and revert to the main team that they have built, bought, or somehow that's the team they want to play. Nobody's going to stick with a first owner team because you're making some objectives. That's never going to be the case. But the fact is that they also state that it's going to be required in some select icons in foot swaps, which come out tomorrow. So that if that's the case, that means that you will need some first owners. I don't know if you're going to need a whole team, but you will need some first owner players to have in your club that are decent enough that you can put in the team, that you either going to need to score with them, assist with them, but they do need to play some role in the team. This is going to be a really weird one, because I think this for first, I think it's going to screw up the market. Now people are going to be holding on to players that are good as first owners to see what the objectives are, which I think you should keep them for the time being, at least until tomorrow, which is foot swaps, to see what the objectives are going to be for the icon you're going to go after. If all the objectives are revealed by tomorrow, because I don't know if all the objectives will be revealed. You might get some, like the first round objectives, and then when you complete that, the second round will be revealed, and the first owner objectives might be in the second round, so you might not even know for that matter. People will hold on to big players, so that will mean some kind of turmoil in the market. I don't know how that's going to work out. You should do that. If you don't have first owner players, now EA will force you in your rewards to pick untradeable in like division rivals, which is, I don't know, and it's not a bad idea. Now, if you could, and you're not in a hurry, but I doubt anybody will be, or could hold on to that, is to not pick your div rival rewards today. Just leave them there and wait until tomorrow's foot swaps announcement at 6 o'clock to see what the requirements will be. And from there you can judge if you do really need to double your pack value in order to pull a few good first owner untradables, or if you go the other way, like you always go with picking coins or picking the tradables. Now, with that being said, I'm going to try and do a more in-depth look in the icon swaps maybe next week. But from what I've seen and in a first look, there are a lot of icons. Now, if you don't particularly want to go after a single one because you enjoy that player, you like that player for whatever reason, if that's the case, then that's a great case. Then go after the player that you love, that you watched, that was from your team or whatever. If that's not the case and you want to pick the strongest player for your team for FIFA 20, for a center back, obviously I don't think anybody should pick a goalkeeper. There's no need for that. You can get great goalkeepers for 30, 40k or even less than that. So we're starting with a center back. I think the only option here is going to be Rio Ferdinand. It's the baby Rio, but he's very good. He's always been very good in every FIFA. I think has been very good. It's always been the baby Rio. I think that it was better even than the other versions. But anyway, this is a great card. Very fast, good defending, good physicals. I think if you put a Sentinel on this card, from 85 it goes up to like a 93 rated center back. So this is a great card. So your choice of a defender, it's only going to be Ferdinand, but there's also the Prime Zanetti, the 92, which is a good right back. But because of the crossing not being a thing this year, you can also play him at center back, at 7 chem, I think. He's very good, and his stats are fantastic. He's very small, but if there's no need for the jumping, because there's no crossing, or a lot of crossing anyways this year, he's a great center back. He has great stats, and that could be a second option, and you can double with him as a right back or even a center back. Now in the midfield, if you're looking for a center defensive mid, there's only one choice here. You should only go with Keane. That's his prime card. I think it's a fantastic card. It's very good. It has great stats. The other option might be Ballack, you think, the baby Ballack, but I don't think that's a great card to play as a CDM. This is more card towards a CM, which brings me to the other option. Now, if you're looking for a CM in like an arrow 4-1-2-1-2 formation or something like that, and you want a CM, Ballack or Gerrard are the options, and I will pick Ballack over Gerrard because I think he's a 4-star. But Gerrard is also a very good option. For a cam, you can go with Haji, but in most cases you would probably pick a striker that you can change positions to a cam. But Haji is always a good choice. He has great passing, great dribbling, great shooting, good weak foot, and good skills. So he's also a good choice. Now in the strikers, because I think mainly most of the people will choose a striker in this foot swaps, the first icon swaps, which starts tomorrow. Obviously, I think a lot of people will go with Drogba. I think I might lean towards that position, although I'm also leaning towards getting a CDM like Keane or Ferdinand. It's either going to be Ferdinand, Keane, or one of the strikers. So from the strikers, Drogba, Wright, Sanchez, and who else? Butragueño look like the solid options. Now from those four, I would think that Butragueño and Drogba are the main contenders, with Wright just a slight difference behind, and Sanchez last, with him only losing to the 3-star that he has. And Wright, I think he's a 3-star, 4-star. Drogba and Butragueño, very good. The only problem with Drogba is I think he's agility and balance. He's very hard to turn. I played with his prime card for a few loans that I got at the beginning. He was a fantastic card. I think with this player you can actually also cross because he's fantastic in the air and he will net you headers. Butragueño, on the other hand, is very small, very agile, very fast. He was very good at FIFA 19. I think he's also going to be very good in this FIFA. He fits better in this meta than he did in 19, so I would guess he will do a lot better. So he also has a 5-star weak foot and a 3-star skills. So you shoot with either foot, it's very good. His shooting is very good. So either of those two for me is a good choice. But I think a lot of people will go to Drogba, and fairly so. I think I might go there myself. He's a very good choice. But I think if you choose him, you have to play him in a 2-striker formation because he would need a fast teammate next to him to bounce balls off or free another player that is faster to get in the goal. So that's going to be it for now for foot swaps and for icon swaps. And the pitch notes that came out yesterday. We're gonna have another video with the rewards that I will have to open for making the video. But if you don't have, like I said, if you can't wait, just wait until tomorrow and see what comes out tomorrow. There's nothing special in packs right now, so there's no need to open your division rivals. You can open your weekend league if you did that. You can open your weekend league like player pick packs and save the rest until tomorrow. Probably there won't be a promo, but at least you can see what the icon swaps will require, and from there you can see what you need to pick your division rivals. So leave a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.